All right. So determine whether AB is parallel to XY. So in order to determine if they are parallel, you have to do what? Well, you have to check and see. All right. In the theorem, it says if the sides are parallel, then the pieces are proportional, correct? Well, if they give me the pieces, then you check to see if they're parallel. So check the converse. So 3 over 4 is going to go with 4 over 5, correct? Isn't that how it would be set up? So then you set up your proportion. 3 over 4 equals 4 over 5. Now cross multiply. What is 3 times 5? And 4 times 4? Are they equal? So then if they're not equal, then they're not parallel. Because if they're not equal, then they're not proportional. Okay? So look at this side. 6 goes with 4. 7.5 goes with 5. So set it up as such. So 6 times 5 is 30. 4 times 7.5 is also 30. This time, since they are equal, then they are parallel. So AB is parallel to XY. All right. So here's some more parallel lines and transversals. Okay. So if you have 3 or more parallel lines and you draw 2 transversals, they will be divided proportionately. So I'm going to take my 3 parallel lines. So you've got your UV, which is parallel to YX, which is parallel to YZ. Or WX and YZ, sorry. So that means that this piece, UW, over the bottom, which I'm going to call this A over B, and then WY, which I'm going to call C, and XZ, which I'm going to call D. In other words, AB, A over B, is equal to C over D. Top over bottom is equal to top over bottom. But there are also other ways that I can compare the pieces, okay? So if you'll notice, you can compare the 4 little pieces. I can also compare small and large pieces. So if you look over here, they gave me, they're talking about UV and UW. Then they say XY. Well, if you notice, I have a little and a big, a little, and I need a big piece to complete my picture, right? So my big piece would be XZ, because I need it to complete the picture. Little, little, big, big. Okay? All right, so now if I look at the next one, so if you have your colored pencils, kind of helps because you can kind of do it color-coded. So if I have XY, which is this piece right here, and YZ, so that's a little piece and a little piece. Then they gave me VW. What piece completes my picture? UV. Okay, now my last piece, they had a ZY. So ZY is this piece right here. Then they gave me WU, which is this piece, and WV, which is this piece. So what piece do I need to complete my picture? ZX. So I need to complete my picture with ZX. Oops. So you can have little, little, big, big, or little bottom, big, big. As long as you have 2 corresponding pieces that match, 2 and 2. All right, so with that concept, if I'm looking for BD, which is this piece right here, 16, I'm going to call this piece X because I don't know what it is. So top over bottom, top over bottom. So 16 over x goes with 40 over 30. Cross multiply and divide, and we find out that x is 12. Make sense? Same thing over here. They're asking me to find JM. Well, if I find JM, then I can add it to GJ and get GM also, correct? So top over bottom, top over bottom. 16 over 15, x over 18. Cross multiply, and I get that this piece right here, x, is 19.2. If I add them together, oops, I didn't uncover my answers. So that's 19.2. If I add them together, I get 35.2. All right, our last concept of the day. So if the triangles are similar, everything about them is similar. Their sides are similar, their perimeters are similar, their heights are similar, everything is similar, even their angle bisectors. So what happens is when you draw an angle bisector, it will divide your triangle proportionately. So you're going to have the side of the triangle and the piece that's adjacent. Then you have your side and the piece that's adjacent. And if you look at it like this, it's already set up for you. So you would have AC, the side, over AD, the piece that it's adjacent to. Then you have your other side, CB, and the piece that it's adjacent to. Does that make sense? You can also look at it like this. You could say the two pieces that are broken down. So this would be B over D. And then the pieces or the sides. So it could be piece of the base, side over side. Either way, if you notice when you cross multiply, you're going to go AD times CB. AD times CB. As long as you're multiplying the same two pieces. So either one of these will work. I tend to go with this one because it's already set up for me. If you look at number 21, see how 9 and x are going to go together? 15 and 5 go together. It's already set up for me. I don't have to do anything. 9 over x, 15 over 5. I don't have to think about how do I set it up? The picture sets it up for you. So cross multiply, divide, x is, oh, my answer disappeared, 3. All right, 22 is our last one. So I know when I look at this, since this is my angle bisector, that 13 is going to pair with x. But what is 7 going to pair with? It doesn't pair with 15 because 15 is the whole thing and it's supposed to pair with a piece, right? So what is the length of this piece? It is 15 minus x. Because if this is just x by itself, so 15 minus x is what's left over. So now I can set up my proportion. X and 13 go together. 15 minus x and 7 go together. Cross multiply, distribute, add your 13, divide by 20. So that means this piece right here is 9.75. Which means this piece up here is 15 minus 9.75. So I find out that this piece is 5.25. And that is it.